right, good afternoon. Today we're here to open up our brand new 2019 Chris Craft 28 GT, first one in the Northeast. First one we've gotten. We just unloaded it this morning, and we're going to go through what we do when we get a new boat and some of the features and benefits of the boat when we actually get it open. So you can see the boat's covered with a protective transshield cover that comes from the factory. Protects the boat from any debris when it gets shipped up here on a flatbed trailer. Very easy to come off. Kind of unties here. The nice thing about these covers is we try to reuse them again when we're delivering customers boats to save from them from getting dirty on the way. Usually we have stairs out here, but since it's on a temporary cradle, getting ready for an event, just going to use a ladder. Might look like the top is broken. It's actually a electric folding top. Makes it easier if you're in a lift or have to get under a bridge, or if you want to garage your boat. We'll get the rest of the stuff cut off, put some batteries in here, and do some of the features and benefits for you. Okay, we're back. A little bit of time lapse between uncovering the boat and actually getting to do the rest of the video, but success. We've gone ahead and put batteries in the boat, and we've rigged the drive. It's a Cruiser engine, so we put our stainless steel props on, checked everything out. From the back of the boat, on the side of the boat, you can see the boat is painted sapphire blue metallic. It's a beautiful paint job. Lasts much longer than Gel Coat. It doesn't fade like Gel Coat does. It's an expensive process, but it gives you the ultimate finish that you would receive on an automobile. We have our red stripe. You'll see the tumble home aft back here, which a lot of people don't understand is actually part of the hull mold, and it gives you an unbelievable look. Classic design, but it's an expensive proposition to build because of how it is built in the mold. If you notice up here, you have a tremendous amount of flare on all the Chris Crafts. The flare actually comes back to the windshield, which protects you when you're going to do a heavier sea. Up front here, we have a bow thruster, a single engine boat, so with a bow thruster, it's going to handle very easily in close quarter maneuver. We have a stainless anchor and a stainless anchor and a windlass right here, a beefy D-ring hook. Kind of take a look down the front of here, and you can see real thick chines right here with a reverse negative chine on the outside. All Chris Crafts are built this way, and this keeps the boat stable in the water when you're standing still, and also when you're running the boat. The very bottom of the boat is rounded, which is kind of a Raymond Hunt design, and that is a really nice feature when you're running in heavier seas. Okay, if you come back here and take a little profile shot of the boat, you can see it's got a stainless steel rub rail, stainless steel windshield. Pretty high freeboard for a Chris Craft. Back over here we have a transom ladder. Trim tabs, which you really don't even need on these boats. They run so nicely. It does have LED underwater lights. We can show you in a little while. Like I said, transom ladder, a little flip up here. So you can kind of climb up a little bit easier when it's in the water. Okay, so you can see we have a really nice integrated swim platform. The whole cockpit is teak inlaid. This is a heritage edition boat, so it includes a full teak cockpit sole, the teak rails around the outside, and as well as accents throughout the boat. It's usually how we bring in our higher end Chris crafts. That's kind of what the clients want. Back over here, you can see custom stainless steel vents for your blower. One side has got the inlet, and one side has got the outlet. Stainless steel pop-up leads heavy duty. Obviously our stainless steel flag, which is actually pretty cool because it has a magnetized inside, so the flag doesn't fall out when you're in the way. You kind of feel that when you put it in there. You've got a nice storage compartment back here, which is fully finished inside and outside. And inside here is a 110 volt battery charger that trickle charges your system, as well as two red and black battery connections, so you can open up your engine compartment when you don't have power on the boat for winterizations or times that you take the batteries out, or if you have a dead battery. It allows you to get in there and access, as well as it's got a transom shower right here, freshwater transom shower. Back here we have a really nice sun lounge. This is kind of new. And this sun lounge actually slides forward and allows you to fully lay back and relax on the back of the boat. This is a kind of a new feature, very user-friendly for Chris Craft. And the one nice thing which I like now is you got to walk through the transom here. It's very easy to get on and off the boat. We also have a transom or a side door, which makes it a little easier as well, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, let me slide my seat back over here, and let's talk about the front of the boat a little bit. Got a nice storage hatch, and I'll walk through it here. Drainable storage latch, which is nice. Awesome place to keep lines, fenders. If you can even make this a cooler if you'd like. Again, everything's finished inside and out. Everything's on pistons, and everything locks. Okay? Over here, which is a nice feature on all the new boats, but Chris Craft especially, we have a transom, a side entry door with a lock right here. It lifts straight up, opens out, and allows you to either swim off the side of the boat, or if you dock on the starboard side, you can walk on and off the boat. If you do swim off the boat, we actually have another ladder here, which slides out and allows you to get on and off the boat. So you have a transom ladder, you have a side ladder, and as you'll see, we also have a front ladder on this boat. Close this off, and we just want to lock this, so we'll run away. Okay. Now let's come up here, and I'll show you. First, we need to get power on the boat. Very easy to access. Our battery switch is right here. I'm just going to turn it on. You can kind of zoom down there and see. All of our breakers, our circuit breakers, battery switch, circuit breaker main, are all right there for us to get to easily. You don't have to lift any compartments to get to it all. You can see right now our GPS is powering up. The dash on this boat is unbelievable. Totally redesigned. It's built with a Garmin C-Zone unit built into it. And C-Zone is basically all electronic switching. So if you're comparing this boat to other boats, you're probably have to get to the yacht size before you find companies that are actually putting C-Zone in their boats. Leather wrapped or vinyl / leather wrapped wheel, and the mahogany accents all over the place. Let me just hit agree here. Can you see that screen? And you can see right now that we're in our switching mode. So right from my screen, I can hit day cruising or night cruising, where I can set up my standards for what I want to come on during the day and what I want to come on at night. And I can also, let's see here, turn my hatch power on. Hatch on. And I'm going to switch pages, and I'm going to go to hatch up, and I'm going to actually open up that engine compartment right there. Okay. Alright, this boat is powered by a V8, 380 horsepower Merc Cruiser, 8.2 liter. It's freshwater cooled, closed cooling system. And it's got enough power to get this boat somewhere into the 50s pretty easily, cruising somewhere between, I would say, 28 to 35 miles per hour at your efficiency levels. Good access to get in and outside of here. If you look inside of here, this boat actually has two batteries back here, one house battery and one engine battery. But it also has an additional battery up front that's dedicated to the bow thruster, which is normal. Okay, so we have an abundance of seating, not just seating, comfortable seating. High backrests, big seat bases, really cool features that you don't find on a lot of other boats. And this is the difference between a Cruiser. Built-in cup storage. All over the place. Like I said, this seat right here slides forward and back. This is in the seat when you're going to be running. But everywhere you sit is super comfortable, even over here on this little triangle seat here. Storage underneath here. We have a storage bin here. Inside here, got a Cruiser Dealer manual bag that's got pretty much all the information on the boat, the components of the boat. We have a 12-volt refrigerator. It's a draw style. Basically, it slides out. It's a nice way to keep your stuff cool without getting it wet. Over here, we have a nice big storage compartment and a soft cooler that comes with the boat. Okay, captain seats. They slide forward, back. They swivel left and right. So you're hanging at an anchor. You can spin here and kind of all hang together. They all have flip-up bolster seats. So if you want to stand or lean against a seat, you have the ability to do that. This is probably the coolest feature. It's got an armrest, so when you're driving the boat, you're not stuck holding that throttle, which is really cool. Simple, easy controls. I have my Merc Cruiser digital control package over here that's monitoring everything, as well as I can read it here, as well as I can read it on my screen. I've got trim tabs with indicators telling me exactly where they are. I have my stereo control over here, Fusion stereo with Bluetooth and Sirius ready. Speakers all throughout, but I can also go to my C zone here, and I can go to my media section here and control my stereo here. I could go to my chart section and pull up my nav charts and see exactly where I am, right in Connecticut here. Battery management, my switching, my fuel, all my engine components, everything is running through this C-Zone system. I do have what they call hard buttons down here as well for some of the necessities. I have a horn button down here. I have bilge pump. I have my windlass automatic up and down. I have lights, my engine hatch up and down, and I have a blower. All right, and these are independent of here. They work both places, but they just want you to be able to, get to those if you want to. Over here is a built-in fireboy extinguisher system, whereas if the engine compartment gets too warm, it'll automatically deploy and put out any potential dangers there. And then over here, you see my bow thruster, and I have to activate power onto that, and it just simple left and right moves the boat. My key is actually over here, which is kind of funny, but everything's push button start now. So when I want to start my engine, I started here, and then using the digital throttle, all fly-by-wire. I don't have to worry about cables or anything like that. Cup holders, matching speakers with a tweeter. This boat does have a subwoofer and an amp built into it. and it's hidden in the boat, so you don't have to look at the huge monk grill speaker that you got. I got a glove box for my passenger, cup holders for my passenger, USB as well as cigarette lighter adapter for my passenger as well as for the driver. Okay, this is kind of a cool feature I noticed. There's a drawer underneath the seat that you can throw your wallet, keys, and so forth. And there's also one over here on this side for the driver. Kind of nice place to put your stuff. Over here I have a huge ski locker storage area where you can put wakeboards, water skis, pretty much anything you want to put down there. Right now it's got canvas inside of it. If you kind of peek around the backside, you can see that other battery I was talking about for the bow thruster. Okay, again, finished on both sides. Everything's lockable, and this is all teak covering boards. This is kind of a nice feature as well. It's a little bit cool out. You can pop this door, lock it open, close your windshield, and then you have no air sliding through to the cockpit. So if it's a cool fall day, you can do that, kind of get out of the weather a little bit. Okay, up here, we have really nice forward seating with flip-up armrests that allow you to really comfortably sit down and ride in this boat. A huge rake to the back. You're deep inside the boat. You also have a handrail if you want. It's really super comfortable for this size boat. But in addition to that, we have awesome storage. Underneath both of these backrests, we have storage. Okay, on this side, a little bit less because we have our head, which we haven't seen yet. Okay, forward, we have storage underneath here, all on hinges, all finished, fully fiberglass, drained. Cup holders, matching speakers. Even the attention to detail on the back of the seats, Chris Craft embroidery on it. This is kind of a cool feature. So, inside of our anchor locker, we have an automatic all-chain windlass, which is pretty much the best. It doesn't get clogged up like rope does. But we have a beach boarding ladder. So if you want to put your boat at the beach, you can actually lean it over the front. I don't want to do this right now because I don't want to scratch the boat without testing it, but and get off the boat from the front, which is a really cool and unique way of doing it. So we have 3 actual ladders on the boat here, which is neat. Also, if you look over here, this is a plug. The boat comes with an automatic windlass control, handheld control that you could plug in right here, so you can control your windlass from up here. And then this is really neat. And a lot of boats don't have this. A lot of people probably don't even know what it is. When you let your line out on a windlass, you're not supposed to leave it locked into the windlass because of the pull that happens to it. It ends up breaking the motor and breaking the gears on there. So you're supposed to put it around a cleat. Well, this is what that is. This cleat opens up. You run your chain through there, lock it in, and that's taking the brunt, not your windlass. And I would venture to say that most boats do not have that. Cool hardware that you see over here. Chafing, all stainless steel chafing, pop-up cleats. This is a real cool cast piece for your, housing your navigation, port and starboard lights. And back over here, we have our Sirius satellite antenna. This is the only part we haven't talked about yet, which is the head. And we have a full Tecma head. Uses fresh water. It's got a sink inside there as well. It's the same head you would find on a 50 or 60 foot boat. Again, fully finished inside. It's got a little mirror too. Okay, so let's talk about this top. This is a really cool, new, innovative top. It's made of aluminum, as well as covered with Sombrella material. But not only does the top give you an unbelievable block from the sun, but it also is foldable. Basically, what I need to do is I loosen up these heavy-duty plugs on either side, and you'll see top will lean back. And while it's back, I'm going to show you one thing here. You have a ski pole. So if you're going to pull water skiers, wakeboarders, tubers, whatever, you can pull it right from the top of the bar there. In addition to that, if you look at the very top, that's your anchor light. So your anchor light's on the boat at all times. And this is an easy way of hooking up that ski bar when you want to do so. But if you want to fold your top down for multiple reasons, whether you have a lift and you want to keep it down below lift, if you want to put it in a high and dry rack and want a lower rack, if you want to try to get under a bridge that's low on the water, or if you want to try to put it in your garage, or even for the wintertime for us, for shrink wrapping the boats and putting them away, this is kind of a nice feature. Basically, I just come up to my switching, and I find my arch down, and it's fully automatic. And again, you can operate the boat. I wouldn't operate it at high speeds, but if you had to get underneath a bridge, you could certainly get underneath it. It's fully hydraulic. You can see how beefy the pistons and everything are in here. Back up. There's also another top available for this boat. A fixed top, an aluminum mount top. It's really beautiful. It's a little pricey. Gives you about the same coverage. Or you can also do a bimini top if you prefer. Save yourself a little bit of money. But I think this probably is the best looking top and the best fit for this boat.